Okay, we just finished our Sumatra. This is a very popular coffee. It's a single origin from Indonesia. We sell it as a single origin Sumatra. It's also in our bold roast 3-pack. It's a very nice coffee. It has a nice hint of tobacco and spice. It's bold, has a hint of smoke in it. It's cooling right now. We roasted this coffee near 30 minutes. We've taken out all the chlorogenic and capryliquinic acid that we know how to. I couldn't think of a better way to get those acids out. We couldn't roast it any longer without degrading the quality of the taste. That's one of the things we're always balancing, is how do we eliminate as much acid as possible and still provide a coffee that's very sweet, very easy on the palate, rich, full flavored. Okay, so we just roasted the Sumatra. Here's a look at the green coffee beans. As I mentioned, this is an Indonesian coffee from Sumatra specifically. Now you'll notice if you compare this with other coffees, these coffee beans look just a little different. They're kind of dusty. What it is this is actually a semi-washed coffee. So most of our coffees are fully washed, European prep. This is just a processing method that differs a little bit. It all differs from country to country. But in the case of Sumatra, they do process their coffee beans a little different. And that will have an impact on the look of the coffee. One other note on the Sumatra coffee, and you'll see I'm going to slide in the roasted coffee, just how large those coffee beans are. Normally, when we're talking about organic coffees, and this is an organic, the size of the bean as it's measured by a 64th of an inch, or 14, 15, and 16, 64ths of an inch. Those are, or it's going to be a 14 64th of an inch, a 15 or a 16 64ths of an inch. In the case of the Sumatra, you'll get 17 64ths of an inch, and I think on occasion you'll even find 18 64ths of an inch. This is just a much bigger cup of coffee. And I want to also note that this is a coffee that the only coffee we carry that's not out of Central and South American coffee, out of Central and South America. Okay, we're at the cupping table here with the Sumatra. As I mentioned, the Sumatra is the only coffee that we carry that's not from Central or South America. And that's really by no surprise. It's not a knock against the coffee, say, from Africa. I love the Kenyan, love the Ethiopian. But we found that the Central and South American coffees are very versatile. They have a very nice flavor, what most people would consider a traditional cup of coffee, because most people are familiar with Central and South American coffees. Now the Sumatra, it has a very unique flavor. It's anytime we roast it around here, one of the things that happens, we're always excited to try the coffee, because of course we cup everything, but the Sumatra has such a unique flavor to it. It's got some tobacco notes, it has some spice notes, maybe a hint of chocolate from time to time. It's a very sweet coffee. It has a boldness to it. It's just a very pleasurable drinking experience. You can drink this coffee and get 2, 3, 4 different notes in the coffee. It's a great coffee to enjoy. It's organic as well, and you can see the bubbles, the plume. The coffee we just roasted. We'll cup this a few more times, but that's the Sumatra in a nutshell. If you really favor a dark roasted coffee and you've never had Sumatra, I would really recommend that you try that coffee. I don't think you'll be disappointed. The Sumatra is a great cup.